Hello, hello. Please let me know if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Let me see. Okay, it says I'm off mute. Okay, I'm so grateful to be here tonight. It is me, Tanisha Ronay, aka The Special Occasion, just like you. Grateful for another opportunity to come on. It has been a while, but I'm glad to be here.
This is a great question. The question is, what do you consider your most
Oh, come
recent
on.
success? Now, some of
Grateful to be here. Hey, Tussie, thank you, darling. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to keep up with you, girl. I'm trying to keep up with you, girl. I'm doing my best. Glad to be here tonight. Glad to be able to join after it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on, but I'm glad to be here tonight, and I'm grateful to be able to just come on briefly because I just wanted to connect with y'all. It's been a minute since I've connected with you all, and I wanted to just kind of touch base with you about what's been going on with me in these past almost 2 months since I've seen you all last. I'm mhm. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So just wanted to make sure we're live. It's good to see you. Yes, it is good to see you, Tussie, my sister. I am here tonight. I titled this, I gotta get it out, I gotta let it out. Because I have a lot of things that I'm feeling, a lot of things that I am feeling, and it's just a whole lot. And I feel like because of the fact that I know that I'm not alone, I needed to be able to share this. As most of you know, whew, as most of you know, I started these live broadcasts for the special occasion in the first Tuesday in December of 2015. And at that time, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I was doing. I just knew that I was just doing something. And I was stepping out on faith. I was stepping out. I wasn't necessarily afraid. I just didn't have a lot of knowledge. I just knew that I had a heart for what it was that God had given me. And I knew that I wanted to share it. So tonight, I am blessed and honored to be able to come before you and to just kind of chat with you because, yes, I have missed you. I definitely have been taking some time for myself. I've definitely been resting. I definitely have been needing this time to not feel so tight and rushed. And I wanted to make sure that the time for my live broadcasts hadn't passed and that I was belaboring, the tenure or the season for doing these live broadcasts. So it was important for me to step back and take a moment just to decide what it is that I want this to look like. I realized that it's not the end. It is definitely not the end, but I do need this time off. So for me to have been off for this time, which I'm grateful for, I wanted to share with you recently for those of you who follow me on, yeah, let me put this up here. For those of you who follow me on, for those of you who follow me on Instagram at The Special Occasion and at Tanisha Ronay, and for those of you who follow me on Facebook at The Special Occasion, because we have a page, The Special Occasion, on Facebook. So if you haven't liked it, please go ahead. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I recently lost my Sunny, my doggy, who used to make cameos on these live broadcasts all the time. Normally, when I would be broadcasting, he would jump up. You would hear him coming in here. He would get on my lap like as if I wasn't doing anything. It's been very difficult this past week. It's been 1 week since it happened, and to have a pet for 16, and sometimes I feel disrespectful even calling him a pet. He was like my child, and he was here for almost 17 years. Dogs don't always live that long, but sometimes I feel like he wasn't a dog. He was so human at times. He just really, I mean, he was something else. He really was. And I'm grateful for the time that I got to spend with him. He really took care of us, believe it or not. He took care of me and my family. He did. And I know that sounds crazy, but he did. He just did. He loved us. He protected us. You know, he really, I wish I could say he respected us, but he basically he came and went as he pleased. But it's been very, very difficult. And I'm able to laugh. I'm able to smile only by the grace of God right now. My daughter has taken it very, 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 very hard. It's been very hard for her because he basically was like an emotional support dog for her. And right now, living without him so far is proven to be difficult. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes I think I hear him. Sometimes I think I can feel him jumping up on the bed. Mind you, he hasn't been able to jump up on the bed in like over a year. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes I feel like I can just really feel him in the house. But what I wanted to basically say is that, and I really have to let this out, that sometimes we have to be really careful about how we respond to people going through certain traumas in their life. Many people who have never gone through losing, a pet baby will not always understand the pain that you go through having to say goodbye. Some people will not understand. They'll say, oh, it was just a dog. No, he was not just a dog, because there were times when he could discern my sadness, when he could discern my loneliness, and he would be a comfort to me. God did not create animals just to be animals. I really do believe that there are certain animals that God has deemed, to come into our lives and be a blessing to us. What you say, KD? I don't have a furry family member, but I can understand how much they are a part of a family. That's such a long time to be blessed with his presence. I'm sorry to hear of your family's loss. That means so much to me. Thank you so much, KD. Because, and I really do appreciate that, because I can appreciate someone who is not in my shoes, who can actually, empathize, and who can respect what it is that I'm feeling and that I'm going through, because everyone can't and everyone won't. And to be honest, I can't lie. I used to be that person. I had cats all my life, but we never had a cat that long. And we only got cats because we lived in the Bronx in a doggone building that was infested, and we needed to have a cat to get rid of the rodents. Let's just tell the truth, right? That's why we always had a cat. We didn't have a cat because we wanted a pet. We didn't have a cat because we needed somebody to love on us. We had cats because we they had jobs. Our cats were hired. We give you room and board, and we feed you, and you get rid of the rodents. It's different when you own a dog. And I realized that the way that I wanted all of my cats to act is the way my dog acted. And my dog gave me, my Sonny, he gave me all the love that I wanted. He gave me all the love that I needed. He was a blessing to me. And when I think about, listen, he had a job. He had one job. We did not get that. We had 1, 2, 3 cats. No, we had 4 cats. We didn't get the cats because we needed love. We didn't get the cat. Now, there, you know, and it wasn't that we mistreated them or anything like that, but it was different getting a dog because dogs are a lot more affectionate. They're a lot more intuitive. And I mean, cats, they have their moments, but none of our cats were like extra sweet. You know, they didn't lay in the bed with us. Our cats were weird. You know what I'm saying? Our cats were weird. What you say, Katie? Let's see. I hope to add a dog to my family at some point, but I know they need a lot of care and time that I can't effectively give right now. I totally understand that. When we first got Sunny, the kids were, you know, she wasn't yet a teenager, and my son was a sophomore in high school, and he was a great addition to the family. It was like he was exactly what we needed at that time. We had just moved to a new city and state, and we didn't really know anyone here, and it was like, this is the time. Who wants to live in this? I didn't feel like it made sense for us to get a dog while we were in a city, even though I wanted one while I was still in New York. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted one while we were in New York, but it made sense for us to get him. And I had no idea that he would just flip our whole lives upside down. I had no idea that I would love him so much. I had no idea. You just don't always know. And he loved us. And that's something else that I just wanted to talk about, because their dogs, their cats, whatever your animal is, whatever your pet is, whatever your pet baby is, they know how to love. They know how to love. And when they love you, it is pure. When they love you, it is real. And they can love you sometimes in better ways than some of these human beings on this earth. Do you understand me? She said, dogs need space. Love them and they love you. I mean, I believe that there were in some ways that he taught us how to love. I believe that there were in some ways that he was a sort of a glue that held us together. He was the common denominator. He was the one thing that we could all talk about and agree on, whether it was him acting up or whether it was him doing something sweet. He was the one thing that we could agree on. But he loved us. And like I said, that was a pure love. It was without condition. He didn't love me, you know, he just loved. And it was like, he didn't think about it. He just loved. And it was like times when he would just randomly just come up in my room and jump up on the bed and lay down. And I was like, did I invite you? Little did I know, probably at that moment, I needed him. I needed that love. I needed him. So he basically, he taught me a different way to love. He taught me a different way to respond to love. He taught me a different facet of unconditional love. And I have not, when I tell you, I'm not ashamed of one tear that I cried over Sunny. I have not, when I tell you, I'm not ashamed of one moment that I needed to take in order to regroup. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've had to do to adjust and to make, you know, and to just basically handle and navigate this new abnormal in my life. It's not going to be the same without him. I've already been asked, are you going to get another dog? I got to get over this one first. Would I get another dog? I'm not sure. You know, 16 years ago, I was a lot thinner. I had a lot more energy. I'm just saying. 16 years ago, my kids were kids. They are now adults. And I mean, they are adults. My kids are grown. I don't know. But Sunny loved me and I loved him. And he just had a way of making you love him. He cussed everybody out that came in the door. Anybody that's ever come to my house, you got cussed out. You got cussed out real good. Oh, you had a little Missy. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Oh, You got cut, right? So he said, you got cussed out. You came to the house, you got cussed out. And then, as long as you don't say anything or bother him, he'll be your friend. But if you cuss back, if you holler back at him, oh, you forget it. Y'all got beef. Y'all got eternal beef. As soon as you say something back to him, it's eternal beef. Eternal. Okay? I'm telling you that now. He marked it, he basically made his mark on our lives. And I am doing the best I can. So I figured that I would come on and just talk to you all for a little bit, just to kind of get it out and, let you know how much I miss him. And I promise you, it's only by the grace of God that I'm not shedding tears right now. Who knows? Who knows? I might be crying. I don't know. I might be crying in a minute. I might cry when I log off. Who knows? But what I do know is that the Lord picked Sonny for us. He did. And he picked us for Sonny. That dog lived a good life. He was not mistreated. He was not mishandled. He lived a life of luxury. Hey, Lily, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sonny lived a life of luxury. Sonny was bougie. He was bougie. When it was raining, he refused to go outside. He said, I don't care. I will hold it. He made sure that he let us know in no uncertain terms was he going outside when it was raining. He made sure in no uncertain terms that we were to let him out when it was snowing. He loved the snow. He loved to dance in it. I don't have any videos of it, unfortunately. I don't think I do. He was just my right. Let's see. She said, King Sonny. You're right, girl. He was. Because like I said, he basically ran the house. This was his house. And he did what he wanted to do. Towards the end of his life, we had to put diapers on him. He couldn't really hold himself. And he had diapers. He wasn't able to make it up the steps. I have a picture of him the last time he actually made it up the steps, which was such a blessing. When I tell you, I was so excited that day. I took a picture and I sent it to my family. I was like, look who came upstairs. And that was the last time he was able to make it up the steps on his own. The very last time. But his spirit was still there. He was still, he hadn't lost his mind or anything. He was still in there, but his body just gave out. And we were there through the whole process, all of us. We were there through the whole process. It was very difficult. And like I said, just keep my daughter in your prayers, please, because she's basically having a really hard time with it. And that's to be expected. I don't grief shame anyone. Okay. And I would definitely suggest that you make sure that you are cognizant not to grief shame anyone, because you can't make people feel bad about the pain of a loss that they feel. That's not right. If someone has suffered a loss, I understand sometimes you feel like, we can be insensitive and say you should have gotten over it by now. Gotten over what? My whole entire 16 and a half years with this dog what do? Just throw it away? No, I'm never going to get over it. You don't get over death. You never get over it. Oh my goodness, Tootsie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your granddad, because I know it still hurts. And see, someone who's insensitive will say something like, oh, well, he lived to be 100 years old. That's still your granddad. My grandmother lived to be 100. She died. She was when I say well on her way to 101, well on her way. But no, I still miss her. I still wish she was here. So we have to be careful not to grief shame people. Because like you said, loss is loss. Pain is pain. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And when you're dealing with the pain of death, it's very difficult because you don't have answers. You don't always understand it. It doesn't make sense that you could be living one moment and not living the next. You understand? He would have been 101 in 2 weeks. Oh man, my God. God bless your family to have had him. And not just that. I mean, I think about my grandmother. I know that life for her wasn't easy because everyone that she knew was gone. All of her children passed before she did. That's painful to see, but it's the price that we pay for living. We see death. It's the price we pay for loving. We experience death. It's what we go through. And the thing about it is that, like, last year, like from the summer all through the fall coming into the winter, it was like I just kept being led to talk about death. I just kept my most viewed reel on the special occasion on Instagram was me talking about my mother's death, because so many people identify with it, because we all lose someone or something in our lives. Sonny was, it hurts. Sonny was definitely my child. He was my child. And like I said, will I get another dog? I got to get over this one first. I got to deal with this one first, rather. Would I like to have a dog? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm grateful to have known the great Sonny. I'm grateful to have had him. I'm grateful to have learned from him. I'm grateful to have learned some lessons about my dog. I'm grateful that he came into my life. We got him, but we didn't know we needed him. And we did. We did. How about that? I'm going to see Sonny in glory. I believe that. Let me tell you something. Whoever wrote that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, listen, ain't no way that dog could have been as good to us as he was. Y'all could say animals don't have souls, but after living with one for all these years, knowing how much he could get angry, he could be happy, he could be sad, he could be playful, he could be all the things. He just couldn't talk. And he could talk, he just didn't speak our language. You're not going to make me believe I'm not going to see my Sonny. You're not going to make me believe it. I believe it, Tootsie. I believe it. I believe it. I do. Call me crazy, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I don't care. That dog was good to me. He was good on this earth. He wore me out, but he was my baby. And I loved him. And I still love him. And I always will. And I miss him. I do. I miss him. And I'm sure many of you have had pets in your life. You've had little fur babies. You've had animals in your house that you have taken care of, that you've loved, whether or not it was, some people, it's so many stories I've heard of where someone's like, yeah, my daughter, she had the dog and she brought the dog over one day and the dog never left and the dog been mine ever since. Sometimes the animals, they choose you. Sometimes it happens that way. Oh, the dog loved me more than they love the owner, so they came and lived with me. I've heard so many stories. So many stories. And I'm encouraged by each and every one. I just want to thank you all for supporting me during this time and for holding me up during this time and for being understanding, even if you've never been in my shoes. I appreciate it so much. It means the absolute world to me because this is a very difficult time for us. I'm grateful for this smile I have because I believe in smiling when you can, laughing when you can. I believe in that. But you cry when you have to. And I cry when I have to. Every once in a while, somebody in the house will just, start to cry, or you'll hear the sniffles. His little dog bed, we had to move it. And, we're going to get his remains and his paw print at some point. I guess I'll show it to y'all when it comes. And it's just what we're living with. I just want to encourage y'all. I just want to encourage y'all that, if you've been through what I'm going through, you're not alone. There are many who understand your pain, who feel it, who can empathize with it. It's not the same pain, but it's pain nonetheless. Pain hurts no matter where it comes from. And like Tootsie said, a loss is a loss. So I just wanted to come on and just say, hey, like I said, I haven't been on since December, since the beginning of December before Christmas. And I just wanted to touch base and let you all know that you're all special occasions to me, and I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my sonny. I appreciate that. Oh, the little paw prints. That is so sweet. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate that. It's yeah, it's another day that I'm just one day at a time. It's still very raw, it's still fresh, you know. Thank you, Tootsie. I appreciate that. I do. I do. And it was hard because like we all just hugged each other, and when we got home we didn't even want to come in the house. We just all just kind of stood outside, and my daughter just laid on the ground outside, and my son walked to the backyard. I mean, we just didn't know what to do with ourselves. We just stood outside because we didn't want to come in the house without the dog. Like I just couldn't even believe that I had to, take him. But we knew he was in pain. We knew that he was not living his best life. I hated to have to make the decision for him. Well, his body really made the decision for him, but I hated to have to be in that position. And it's very hard to be in a position like that. So if you ever have to be in that position, trust me, I know how it feels. It's very difficult. But when it's all said and done, yes, God, the Lord, he does understand. And I love you too, Tussie. Thank you so much. God has definitely been faithful. He's been keeping us through all of this. We've gotten some beautiful texts. I've gotten some voice messages on my cell phone of people who were just wanted to just extend their condolences. I'm still going through the messages. If you go to Instagram, you'll see the tribute that I did to him. I'll probably do another one. Who knows? My son, Devin BX, he actually did Case's song "Missing You" over. He did a cover of it on his last project. Oh wow, Tussie, I get it. It's difficult. I know. My son, he did that song "Missing You." I'm missing you. So I'm thinking I may even do that. Do one with that. He was my baby. So I just wanted to share with y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all about it and just say thank you to you all who have been a part of the Special Occasion Tribe. For those of you who have been faithful concerning the special occasion, for those of you who have caught on to the message and have allowed it to mean something to you and to be transformative in your life, for those of you who have shared this message of the special occasion with others. My prayer is that you will find these broadcasts. You can find them on YouTube. That you will find these broadcasts and you'll share them with someone. Thank you, Tootsie. I appreciate that. So I don't know when I'll be coming on again. I guess when I get all the sunny stuff, maybe I'll come back on. But I just wanted to touch base with y'all and let you know how much I appreciate you. And I thank you for being with me, whether or not you just found me this year or tonight, whether you have been with me since the Periscope days. I just want to say thank you. And you all are special occasions to me. You are all special occasions, and I love you. I still believe that you have to see yourself through God's eyes and love yourself through his heart. I still believe that you have to be kind to yourself, that you have to know how important you are and necessary for this life, for this world, this very wicked world, that all the good inside of you that makes you a special occasion makes you so worthy to be a blessing to someone else. I'm just so grateful. Oh, thank you so much, Katie. That just means the world. Thank you so much. Now you're gonna make me cry. I appreciate that because it means a lot to me to know that there are some who are faithful and who are loyal and who are connected, who connect with me, and it means a lot. It really does. I've been doing this for some time, and I believe that there is something big that God wants to do where it pertains to the special occasions. So I solicit your prayers in that as well. And that's part of what this time is about, for additional direction. And if there's anything that you want to see of or from the special occasion, you are more than welcome to email me at iamaspecialoccasion@gmail.com with your ideas, anything that you want to see or any topics that you would like for me to talk about, anything that resonates with you that you want me to push the button on. Just send me a note. iamaspecialoccasion@gmail.com or Tanisha@tanisharonay.com. You can also find me there, or at Instagram at Tanisha Ronay, or at the special occasion on Instagram. You have no excuse. If you want to get in touch with me, you have no excuse. But I love you, and you're all special occasion. Oh, honey, stories about Sonny. I have so many. Let me tell you one before I get off. So I can remember my daughter, when she started getting into doing things with her hair. She's bald now. But when she started getting into doing things with her hair, she bought one of those little head mannequins to hold her wigs and all of her little things and whatnot. So one day she sat it up on the island. And as you know, like I said, anytime someone comes in the house, Sonny cusses them out. He has to get with them before they can, actually be in the house. Well, he saw this mannequin head sitting up on the doggone island in the kitchen and cussed the thing out. Just said, ah, ah, ah. He was just, he had no idea that it wasn't a live person. When I tell you we laughed so much, we laughed at him because he was so mad, and he kept on fussing and fussing. And the thing, she was sitting there like this. You know how they have them expressionless faces on the mannequin? She was like this. And Sonny was cussing her out. Ah, ah, ah. And then they kept saying, it's fake, Sonny, it's fake. And he just kept going on. When I tell you, I laughed so hard. We have a video of it. I'm going to put it up if I can find it. It was the funniest, the absolute funniest thing ever. He was like, listen, I don't care who y'all, real or fake. You come to my house, you're going to get dealt with. I'm just saying. So that was one of the many stories I have about him. He was just something else. But thank you for letting me share him with you. If you look back at any of the other videos, I promise you, I don't know if there are any that are still on Facebook, of course, because Facebook took my pages. But oh my gosh, I had so many times when he would just jump up on my lap. He was so disrespectful. He would just jump up on my lap in the middle of a broadcast like, what you doing? And lay his tail right down on my lap. He was hilarious. He really was. But I just want to say thank you again. Thank you to all of you who have been here with me, past and present. I love you, and I need you to survive. And I appreciate your presence in my life. So it's getting late, and I'm hungry. So let me go get something to eat. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for falling in love with the message of the special occasion. And thank you for your presence. It means the world to me. See yourself through God's eyes. Love yourself through his heart. Put yourself at the front of your line. Be a willing and active participant in the love that you give, because you have so much. Love you and know that you are worthy of your own love. God loves you, and so do I. You are a special occasion, and I'll see you the next time, whenever that is. And yes, do like KD did and set them notifications so you'll know when I'm on, okay? I love you all. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Be blessed. Keep it moving forward. You are a special occasion. Good night.